below. Today we are going to look at our updated Poison CL build. Last week we talked about a few different upgrades for this build. We have been able to complete several of these upgrades. The first upgrade we talked about was getting the better helmet. Our old helmet was the crown of the inward eye. This helmet gave you some increased life armor and energy shield along with some extra DPS from transfig your soul, body, and mind. Our new helmet gives me 4% fires taken as fire and increases my strength and intelligence to increase my crit chance. While roll damage has decreased from this, our survivability has increased. This is something that we can fix later through leveling and other upgrades, but if we can't survive T16. On that same note, I have replaced Carrie's Truth for a Jade Amulet that grants level 22 determination. This also increases our survivability by giving us a higher level determination skill, but also increases our DPS because we got increased cast speed and spell damage on the amulet, so this is a win all around. The small downside is that to get the extra DPS we have to level a precision gem to level 20, but this will just take some time. After this we will be at 100% crit chance as long as we have enough power charges. This is a bit of a problem as we are not very good at generating power charges, but we will look at how to improve that later. For now, let's talk and an upgrade we did not mention last week. We also lose that our bow attacks have. I have put Molten Shell on an automation gem instead of cast when damage taken. This takes up an extra gem slot that luckily we have available. This also means that we can have our Flame Dash connector to our power charge on crit support gem, making it just a little easier to produce power charges. Currently, as the build stands, it is much tankier than before, allowing us to now do T16X, and I have now beaten 2 pinnacle bosses, Eater of Worlds and the Searing Next. However, the loss in damage is noticeable, making it take even longer to kill certain essence monsters and makes the pinnacle bosses take a very long time. I do have a plan to. Number 1, I am going to level Precision Gem to level 20. This will increase my crit chance to 100%. While this still is consistent, it is easier to get to 3 power charges, making us able to shock everything and get higher DPS. Second, I plan on crafting my amethyst ring. A long time ago I got 2 amethyst rings with a fractured all elemental resistance mods. Since then I have only done some crafting and one making it decent, however the other only gives me resistances and non-ribbon. I planned to craft this to mainly give me some increased damage, and whatever other mods land on it are just going to be a plus. Later on I can go back to import my other ring as well, but for the time being it is good enough. Third, I plan to anoint my new amulet with Force of Darkness. This should make mods that get I chose resistance easier to kill and increase our DPS in the pinnacle. Fourth, I just need to level up. This has been difficult with the low survivability of the build, but I'm hoping that because we have better gear now and can fight higher level monsters that we can survive long enough to get to at least level 95. With more levels I will be able to socket cluster jewels to increase the build's damage, making everything feel much better. Next we need to save up for Forbidden Flesh and Flame Jewels for Conviction of Power. This will both help make the build tankier and give quality of life by not being dependent on power charge generation. While this is probably the single biggest upgrade we can get, this will be an expensive upgrade and will take time, which is why I have it at the end. Some other smaller upgrades I am going to mess with will be correcting uniques and wrecks in our passive tree to see if we can get enough armor to remove Arctic armor. These will be much smaller upgrades and so won't be a main focus, but will help improve the build in the long run. Thank you for watching, and please let me know what you would change about the build in the comments section.
ancient times,